Yo, what's good? 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 The homie Kynard in the house. No Dialogue Podcast. I'm with the homie Brittany King. What's going on, Britt?
Not too much. How are you?
I'm excited. It's Wednesday. Happy to be here. Yes, I am. How's the week been so far?
Productive.
Has it? What you been doing?
Yeah. Working on Valentine's Day stuff.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Selling this shit. So, you gotta be prepared.
You selling that shit? Well, I mean, what kind
I'm
of shit is
selling
you
that
selling?
shit. I mean, I'm not selling like bodies or nothing. Just, things for people to buy to celebrate Valentine's Day.
Okay.
With style and safety.
There you go.
That's it. What you been up to?
Grinding. I don't never feel like I got enough time.
Per usual.
Honestly. I don't. I think for me, I always feel like it's something to do, right? Like when I wake up in the morning, it's like another thing to do. What I'm trying to stop doing is rushing, right? Because I always feel like I'm in a position where it's so much going on for me that like you trying to hit deadlines, and next thing you know, you rushing and you trying to get stuff done when probably just pump your brakes and drive slow, homie.
Mm.
You know?
Oh, listen to him. This is a new Kynard.
Uh, Why I gotta be a new canal? I just realized that sometimes you press too hard to get things accomplished. And sometimes you gotta sit back and just do what you can. You know?
I know.
All that being said, I still feel like I don't have enough time. Always something to do. But the dope part about it is every day is different for me. Like I don't ever
Hmm.
wake up and do the same thing every day. And that's good for me because I've been in positions where I had to do the same thing every day and I wasn't a happy person. You know?
How terrible is that?
I you
It's the
know,
worst.
some people need that structure though, right? Some people need that structure.
Yeah, some people do. I'm just not those people.
Yeah, no, I can't. I mean, the Matrix would have me all kinds of messed up if I had to do
Ooh.
the same thing every day. So if you're
Hmm.
doing the same thing every day, look, shout out to you. You the real MVP. Cause the homie Kynard,
I ain't
I'm,
got it.
I ain't built for it.
Listen,
You
when I
know?
used to work in a medical office, when
Yeah.
I first started, they were trying to figure out like how to fit me into the space, and they were just like, "Oh, you can help out this lady with do these tasks that she has." And I was like, "All right, word." So I went over to her office, and I was like, "Okay, show me what they talking about. Like, what is this shit?"
Right.
And she was like, "Basically, you just you file these things like this." And I was like, "Okay, then what?" And she was like, "Oh, there's like 12 piles over there." And I was just
Oh.
like, "That's what that's what I won't be doing. Not me.
So
This is
you
what
was
you do. Like this is what you do all day. I'm out. I can't do it."
look.
I got through half a pile in a whole day, and I said, "How many more is there?" Oh no, nah, my brain don't work like this.
So you not cut from that cloth.
Nah, the repetitious things, I
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Nah, 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 nah.
Yo, what's good, Zeus? Blessed with another day. Gotta make the most of it. I agree, bro. I agree.
Oh, it's Zeus.
Hey,
Hey,
Zeus in the
Zeus.
house. Zeus in the house.
Hey, Zeus. How you doing? How you been? How your mama now?
Ah, shout out to the homie. I don't know how to pronounce the name. I ain't gonna mess it up. It's sign Quan.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up.
Mm-mm.
He
Oh,
said, "Is it a new Kanar?" I wouldn't know. I
oop.
appreciate that he is incorporating people who don't automatically agree with him. Indicates an interest and open mindedness that many don't have. I think it's great that you will all jump in. You all realize what is best for you. Yeah, I mean, we're here for the dialogue. I rock with Brittany because Brittany don't always agree. Honestly, me and Brittany talk about this before we come on the show. Brittany don't really care. But she the homie, and I appreciate that she doesn't care.
You ain't supposed to be telling everybody that I don't
No,
care
no,
about
I be
like
bringing up
80% of
topics.
things.
I be like, yo, Brittany, what you think? Honestly, Kynard, I don't even care. You gonna talk about what you gonna talk about, and it does actually provide dope dialogue. In my opinion, I think that the only way to move forward with intelligent conversation is to get both sides, and then to acknowledge that I can be wrong. I'm not always right. You know, matter of fact, we just gonna jump into the topic of whether or not perspective determines right or wrong. I believe that depending on your perspective, you can see things differently than I see it. I think that there was a time where when you're growing up and you're learning about life that you just believe that there is right and wrong. And I think in certain items there are, right? There certain things they're right or wrong. I believe it's wrong to kill somebody. Now somebody would say based on perspective, killing somebody might be necessary in the moment. And that definitely puts you to think, is this a perspective thing? Chris Reagan said perspective doesn't determine what's right or wrong. What the truth about what's right or wrong determines what's right or wrong. That's a great perspective. And I actually, so that's deep, right? What the truth about what's right or wrong determines what's right or wrong. And
I ain't gonna hold
so,
you. I had to hear that twice.
yeah, I mean, it's basically you have to go deeper into what's true. And I think a lot of times perspective depends on your experience. Your experiences define what you believe to be true. If you believe that killing a person, having ill intent towards a person, rioting at the Capitol because you're trying to pull off a coup to be wrong, if that's what it is in truth, then your perspective tells you that, hey, that this is wrong. No matter what the perspective of the Proud Boys or the Trump believers were, because I know that their perspective is different from mine, they would probably say, well, I believe what I'm doing to be right, but is it true? Is this the way that we are supposed to behave if things don't go our way? Chris said, when you know the truth, you find out what's right or wrong. That's why the truth is so important to seek out. Zeus said, definitely in self-defense situation, and they coming for me. If it's them or me, decisions been made, they not killing me. Facts. But that's the truth. If you coming for me, you can only expect that I'm gonna defend myself. So in that vein, excuse me, that would be acceptable. I also think that this is why we have to find out the whole story before we make judgments. I talked about the Tory and Meg situation, and the truth is, I still don't feel like I have enough information to say what happened or who's wrong or who's right. It's so cloudy for me. Because in the end, as Chris said, we trying to get to the truth. Did he shoot her? That's what they said. But I digress. Brittany, what do you think? Let's talk about it.
Are we going to talk about Tori and Meg?
I'd
You
like
know
to
how I
stay off
feel.
of it, but I think that it's a perfect example. I think a lot of us initially didn't know what to make of it. Then it was like, he did it, at least for me, because she came out and said it. They took him to court, but on the Instagram, and we can't take everything we see on the gram to be for real, but I mean,
That
he's
part.
carried on as if nothing has happened.
I mean, was there a case legitimately after it
I still
all?
think I still think they going through that process.
By the time we get to it, we're gonna be done forgot.
I think
But
will.
I don't think it really matters. I think two things can be true. I
So
don't know if he shot her, if he didn't.
he shot her but didn't shoot her, or he
Well, I
he
guess
shot her but shot the ground. Because what's the truth? Then I can form what my perspective is on the situation. I'm
the truth.
upset.
I just need to know: did he pull the trigger on a gun or not? That's all I need to know. What happened around it to me doesn't matter. If he shot a gun, whether it was at her, at the ground, or at a jaguar next to her to save her, if you shot the gun, you run the risk of shooting someone, therefore you are wrong. That's all I need to know, truly. Did you shoot it or not?
See, I would beg to differ. What if she was beating him up and it was self defense?
He shouldn't have been with a big bitch like her.
How, Sway?
To me, it's very simple. This the big
How,
bitch.
Sway?
You knew she could have beat you up a long time ago.
I'm getting
And you're
off the
still a
point.
man. You shouldn't be hitting. Yeah, we really
I'm
are.
getting off the point, but I think it's interesting because in that situation we still don't know what's true, right? Chris basically said when you know the truth, that lets you know what's right or wrong. You can form your perspective based on what the truth is.
Truth, yeah, but everyone has their own truth. So
This is just a whole convoluted situation. Yo, it's the homie Kynard, Dope Dialogue Podcast, with the homie Brittany King. We talking about whether or not perspective can determine what's right or wrong.
yes, the answer is yes. I think. Stop fucking around with me, Kennard. Yes.
I mean, it's a legitimate question. I mean, if somebody, I read a story the other day about a dude that got into an argument with his neighbor about
Okay.
shoveling snow.
Okay.
And after the argument, the guy shoots his neighbors and his neighbor's wife, and then he commits suicide. And in that situation, I'm thinking to myself, what was his perspective at that time, and what did he believe to be true? Did he believe that people's life didn't work, like it wasn't any value in that? And I know that's probably a rhetorical question because he ain't gonna give me the answer. How could he see himself in that situation to be like, this is the answer to the problem? You know what I'm saying? And whether or not he felt in that moment that was the right thing to do. Maybe he didn't because he killed himself. I just wonder, is he having thoughts like this? What's the perspective?
We don't know if he's a rational minded human either, do we?
No, we don't. But there are a
And
lot
that's
of,
also relative.
yeah. But the
Hmm.
question is are any of us rational? Because some would say, oh, okay, yeah, Kynard pursuing a music career is idiotic and stupid. Kynard hosting a podcast is idiotic and stupid. And from their perspective, that
Him
may
picking a bitch
be
named Brittany who knows nothing about nothing is also stupid.
right, right. I
Hmm.
mean, other people's perspective may be, Kynard and Brittany may not be all the way there because they decide to discuss things publicly on a podcast, or they come on and they shoot the shit and they talk about all kinds of shit, but I wouldn't do that. For them, right, that perspective, it may be their truth.
Yeah.
You know, I would tell them that they're wrong for feeling that way because you shouldn't feel like you should want to tell me what to do or how I should do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
I feel
would
like a
think that
wise
I'm right.
person, I feel like a wise person looks at things from multiple viewpoints. And when that happens, then you can see the holes and the you can see what's true and what makes sense from different perspectives when you do look at it from multiple viewpoints. I don't think people always do that though. It takes uh, a self-actualized person, I think, to try to do that. Like, this is what I think, but I also see how you feel because.
Yeah. So the other point I bring up is because I'm having a conversation with somebody and we agree on something and we laugh. And then I mentioned the funny part about it is because it's common to us. The truth is common sense isn't that common. I think a lot of
That part.
times we make the assumption that because we can see it a certain way, that other individuals are automatically going to see it the way that we see it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just isn't true. I'm sorry, y'all, that you don't think I should probably do music based on your life's experiences. You know, like unfortunately, I'm gonna do what I want to do. And you should do what you want to do. My brother has been on the show a ton of times. I love him to death. But you can't tell him nothing. He not gonna listen to you. I don't even know why he come on the show, because when I tell him on the show, he still don't listen. I be like, yo, this what you should be doing, homie. And then you come to a point where his perspective is different. He sees it a way different way than I do. And as a man, I'm like, dog, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I've been around a lot of other people, and I understand there's a lot of different viewpoints. I also understand that not a lot of people are like me in regards that you have to be able to accept multiple different viewpoints. And as the homie Chris said, sometimes you gonna have opposing truths, right? Chris said, just because
That
you
part.
perceive something is true does not make it true. Two people can have opposing own truths and opposing opinions on a subject. But the truth is, the truth determines which opinion is true, not the individual's personal opinion. I love these kind of talks. Yo, Chris, we love having you on as well, man. Thank you for the comment. What else? I mean, what do y'all think out there? I know we got a couple people out there watching. Thanks for tuning in. Dope Dialogue Podcast. Look, I be living my life. I be going through, I be meeting people as I work, and I come across these things, and I try and challenge my mind. Because the truth is that right now, man, it's hard. The people I'm talking to, they are experiencing mad struggle right now. Whether it's a family member, whether it's like I met a dude yesterday, spent $5,000 on a car, got into a car accident, didn't have no insurance. You know, he didn't understand how they towed cars. He found out the police impound lot told him it was going to be $500 to get his car out. He take it to a body shop. It's going to cost him $4,000. I just ain't got the money. Like he just got to eat it. You know, just in a bad situation. And the only thing I can think is, man, if I lost $5,000 right now, like I would probably be heated. He was super calm in front of me. Granted, he probably ain't know me well enough to be peed off, but I got people that are telling me that, they got family members that are homeless right now, lost their job right now. It's a hard time. I be thinking, man, because right now I think a lot of times we have to approach other individuals not in a light where it's like I'm right about everything or they're right about everything, but let me really hear their story or let me find out their truth before I make an assumption about somebody. Their perspective may be different. And I agree with Chris. We may disagree. We not
And
going to
that's
see
okay.
eye to eye. What'd you say, Britt?
I said, and that's okay. Disagreeing is fine.
As long as you're
Agreeing to
nice to me.
disagree is a great thing.
I think it is as well. Plus, if
As you said, as long as you're nice to me.
Yeah, as long as you're nice. I mean, we can agree to disagree, but don't be getting all belligerent,
You said as long as you're nice to me,
Yeah, be
like
nice.
you were 5.
Yeah, man, don't No, don't be trying to jump the boogie
don't
with
be
your point.
mean.
Well, I guess we disagreed here. Don't hit me with that. Hit me with the, well, I guess we gonna disagree. Yeah, we gonna disagree today.
You need your disagreement to be finessed.
Yeah, no, because the truth is if you disagree with me aggressively, I might take that to mean like you really don't disagree. I mean, not that you're like you not agreeing to disagree. You disagree, but you don't disagree to disagree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A whole different situation. Look, it's Kynard, Brittany King, Dope Dialogue Podcast. Look, you know what we gonna do? We are going to table that. We got some other things we want to get into.
Uh-oh. Were we okay?
Let us know though if you drop it in the comments. You want to talk about, perspective being right or wrong. But we gonna move on. Let's talk about some news. Look, this is funny. We got some funny stuff coming up. Yeah, Britt. Do. What we got going on in the news?
We were talking about perspective, right?
Yeah, perspective.
So, tell me about this pastor. A video surfaced, right, about our beloved silhouette challenge.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the gentleman's name. Do you have his name?
Pastor Michael Todd.
Michael Todd with the super crisp hairline. Super duper crispy. Encouraging ladies to not participate in this. You are worth more than your shape. And you are worth more than your body. You are more powerful as a mind.
Oh, that's
my nigga, we're bored.
He said we bored. Ain't
Nigga,
nobody got time for
that. That's how I feel. But also, to me, the weird part was the surrounding in his little pseudo sermon. My G was surrounded by large images of yachts.
I was confused about that.
Also context. We don't know what was going on before we got this viral clip.
Facts.
So I will accept that. But the more troubling part is that my G was in a very shallow pool of water. I don't know if he was on his Jesus hype, but I know he was in shoes in a shallow pool delivering a message about the silhouette challenge. His forces were wet.
Yeah, they were. Here, let's check him out. I got the audio.
Impressive.
Yeah, hold on.
And it's...
Yeah, I'm going to bring him back.
I'm asking you to be a husband that is not trying to impress his college buddies. But be an anchor for your family that may not be as impressive on the gram, but you're impacting the next generation to love and lead their families. I'm about to preach this thing right now. I'm asking you, young lady, not to do the silhouette challenge and be impressive with your body. They don't even want to know what's in your mind no more because you've shown them everything that's under your clothes. But what I'm telling you right now is that you could be more impactful than impressive. And it's time for the church. I'm about to preach right now. It's time for the church to make a decision that it doesn't matter.
Why my man get
it
up
doesn't
and walk
matter.
In front of the camera? He was having a moment.
If anybody thinks
a lot
what we're doing, I'm asking you.
All right, so look,
he had on his crop joggers.
Yeah, I'm confused.
His ankles were prepared, but not his shoes.
He had me. I mean, he was preaching a good message.
No.
And I shouldn't even say a good message. He was preaching in a way that I remember when I was a young kid, right? He was giving you a soulful message, right? Then when he did that, he was casting the Holy Ghost. That's when the Holy Ghost come up out of you.
Don't let that whore spirit, the spirit of whore, jump on you.
So once again, this is perfect what we talking about in regards to perspective. Is his perspective defining what's right or wrong for him? Is he right or wrong?
He's right for him.
He's right for him.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he right for him?
Because that's his value system. That's what he believes to be true.
And in the end, if that's what he believes to be true, he has a decision to make whether or not he associates with that woman. Right?
Correct.
Then at that point, that's all he has to do. He's not responsible for what other women want to do. Like, they gonna do it. You can't tell people what to do. Now, it may be some women who heard him and was like, you know what?
Yes,
Maybe
Pastor.
he's right. And
Right.
that might be who his message is for. But the other side is, for me, if that's what my value system is, then I just don't associate with it. I'm not going to be casting stones.
Do you believe it to be true for the women in your life?
If I'm being honest, I honestly thought that the silhouette challenge, more than any of them, was a dope challenge, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
sexually suggestive, but it can be classy.
Tasteful.
I've seen some classy ones.
Yes, it could be very tastefully done.
Yeah. And so for me, at that point, it was one of the ones as a man, and not from a sexist way, but from a creative way. Like, it's, yo, all right, this is artwork. Let them do what they got to do. That's how I took it. I didn't think that this
is it all right? Is it okay if your little sister, your cousin, your daughter,
If
they
they're
was
of
doing
age, if they're of age,
what's of age? What makes an adult? 18?
No, when I feel like they hit a maturity level, that might be 43. Maybe you ain't mature enough to be out here behaving that way. But I'm gonna be honest.
You sound like a Chloe Bailey hater. That's what you sound like right now.
No, I empathize with Chloe Bailey.
Oh, she's next, huh? She's up next.
Let's talk about it. I empathize with Chloe Bailey. Azu said, Britt said it best. He's right for him. Next, they pass out the offering baskets. Facts. Facts.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Who's out there with the knowledge right now? All right, so what we got going on about Chloe?
The world seems to be pissed at Chloe Bailey. Well, I feel like Chloe Bailey, let's back up. Chloe Bailey is half of Chloe and Halle, who are R&B singers, songwriters, Beyonce's young proteges. They, for a period of time, had joint social media accounts that were very much so like business. We keep it business here. We do music, we hang out a little bit, but for the most part, it's music and whatnot. They separated their accounts, so now there's Halle Bailey and there's Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey is the older of the two sisters. I believe she's 22 or 23, one of the two. She's a young lady, but she's grown. Chloe Bailey is out here letting people know that I'm young and I'm fine, and y'all could be mad about it if you want to. That's how I personally feel. She's doing all the challenges. She's putting all the body out there, but still tastefully, I believe, for the most part. But I don't think people are accustomed to seeing her in that light because she grew up a child star, per se. She's been known for maybe 5, 6, 7 years at this point. So 15-year-old Chloe is not the same as 22-year-old Chloe, and it's hard for people to adjust. So now she's a whore and a slut and all the things, according to the internet.
Did they make her cry? Didn't she cry?
They did. She did cry.
Like, she came on and had a whole moment? Do you think it
Yeah.
was a manufactured cry? Because I think Chloe Bailey is very adept at social media strategy. She's been doing it
Hmm.
for a while. I mean, let's be honest, a good portion of people are fairly gullible. And if you want some attention and you're in a position to do so, like rappers been doing it for years, right? A lot of this shit is artificial for clout. Do you think that this is manufactured?
No, I don't think so. I think when she said like I, for the most part, didn't see myself as a highly sexualized person, and I'm coming to grips with that, and I'm coming to grips with that in the midst of being young and flying on the internet, and then y'all call me all out my name. I think that could make a young girl cry. She's still young.
Yeah, I guess she is
She's an adult,
22.
but she's still young.
I guess I've been called fat ass for a long time. Like shit like that don't be bothering me, right? I've been called a
But if you
lot of
go
things.
from if you go from a place of being like loved and
Yeah,
held up, and
I
then like
guess you're
someone
right.
chops you down, you're just like, damn, what did I do wrong? I'm just
I'm just
living
out here
like
living my life.
I'm out here living like y'all, and now I'm bad. Y'all been out here popping pussy on the internet for
Ooh,
years,
ooh. Well,
but
but
I do a little.
you know what? Once again,
It's the
it's
truth.
people's perspective. As you said, put yourself in a 22-year-old situation. Just because you 22 and you famous don't mean you ain't a regular person and you don't want to be cute and you don't want to do the challenges. Honestly, as my daughters get older, I would expect that they would want to participate in certain things. As a father, I'm gonna be like, yo, there's certain things you can't do. But then they gonna come to an age where they ain't gonna really want to pay attention to me anyway. And my only hope is that you safe. Whatever you do, be safe. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to have fun and do all that, but be safe because the world is a very very crazy place. You know?
I think low key, which is the baby Obama daughter, Malia,
Yeah.
right? No, Sasha.
Oh, Sasha's the youngest.
Sasha's the young one. I remember a couple months ago, people were on Sasha's neck because she was out here being a young one, like she is, cute,
People act like they forgot
singing
that they
city
had
girl
thought
songs.
stages. Yeah. Come on.
Like, why can't Sasha sing city girls in her bikini top while she at the pool with her
Yeah.
friends?
Like she not a regular person. Come on, y'all.
All the way regular.
All right, what we got next? Chloe will be all right.
Yeah, I think she'll be straight. We'll be over it by next week anyway,
We
right?
were.
That's
We will.
how the news cycle works. Um, nigga news. Uzi, Lil Uzi Vert decided that it was a wise thing to get a $24 million pink diamond the size of a quarter embedded in his skin, and not just anywhere, but right between his eyebrows, like a dingleberry. I don't understand it. It's a flex like I haven't seen before. I don't think it's wise, but I've never seen a flex like it. I guess jewelry is played out. We don't do chains no more. Can he get robbed?
Here, let's play.
I won't stay alive, yeah. My bitch, she so thick, but she look Asian from a tribe, yeah. Tattoos on my face.
All right, I could only play so long because of the song. Want to get in trouble.
Take the sound off that shit. Look at this stupid ass.
Um, I'm like, dang. I can't. I'm in shock, really. I just and here we go again, right? Here we go again. Um, perspective, right? Uh,
He acting like somebody who ain't never had nothing, not never.
Zeus said it's an infinity stone.
Legit.
Said the homie is Thanos. Thanos about to
Legit.
take the infinity stone.
Legitimately.
Look, couldn't be me, right? I like
It's so big. How much skin? How did they cut the skin to
And
embed
is
it
it
in his?
embedded? Is
It's
it
in
like,
there. You know how people get the little tiny stones and they might put one right here or like on their chest. I think Cardi has a couple between her tits, but them shits is
yeah,
little.
that's like the
They're the size of
studs,
a.
right?
They're the size. Yeah, they're like the size of a pea. My G put something the size of a whole quarter, bigger, low key.
I don't
What if
know.
it gets infected? How you clean that? Does the skin just
I,
grow around it?
I have more questions than answers. I don't. I just
Who
don't
did
know
it?
what's going on.
Is that legal? To me, it doesn't seem like it should be. Can
It's
we
a
rob
flex
him?
though. It's a flex. It's a
Let's
man
rob
has
him.
24 million. It's a $24 million
I heard
stone
let's
embedded in
crush
his
his head
head.
and stupid. Like,
I can't relate.
I don't want to relate.
I don't understand. I can't relate. I'm really legit just trying to pay some bills out here in these streets. You know, I just
The things he could have done with that 24 million is sitting in the middle of his
well,
forehead.
I'm not gonna judge his pockets. I mean, maybe
I
it's a
am.
cry for help. I'm not judging his pockets. You do what you gotta do. I'm just saying, you know,
I'm
it
saying, like,
couldn't be
don't be
me.
dumb. You could have invested that money. You could have donated that shit. You could have done something
But I'm
decent besides put it in the middle of your forehead.
yeah, but I mean, he's doing him. Doing
That
him.
makes that makes
He's
me mad.
living his truth.
Whole perspective. The
He's
fuck.
living his truth. I mean, look, I don't know what it feels like to be Uzi Vert. I
I don't
don't.
either.
And I couldn't imagine what it would feel like to wear a diamond in my head for 24 million. Like I would just roll up on my homies like, what up? You see anything different in my third eye?
I'm like, don't head nod me, nigga.
You know what I'm
Don't you do
saying?
that.
I'm
Don't
gonna
you do
pull up
that.
to my homies. I'm gonna be like, I ain't never talked to a nigga with a $24 million infinity stone in the middle of his forehead. Y'all ain't never did that. I'm one of a
I don't think
kind.
I've ever. I don't even think I've talked to anybody with a $24 million diamond, regardless if it was in their head or if it was on a ring or in a safe at the bank. I don't think I have.
I cannot relate. That ain't for me. You know what I'm saying?
Is this
What
a
we
rich
got
person
next?
problem?
What we got next? I can't handle it. Can't handle it. Man's got 24 million in the middle of his forehead. I just want to pay my light bill, homie.
Basically.
In the
You got
middle of
anything else to
in
talk
the middle
about?
of a pandemic.
Oh, that's an even bigger flex now that I think about it.
Well, you know what I'm gonna remember 2021 for? The pink diamond in the middle of the forehead during the middle of a pandemic.
I won't remember it for that, but I will listen. We were mad at Cardi for talking about buying a Birkin bag or whatever.
I'm
And
not
now look at where
mad.
we're at.
I can't fathom it.
Not we, but the internet. I
Yeah,
don't give a
yeah,
damn.
the
We know
people.
how you
Yeah,
live.
yeah,
Right.
the people.
It's a flex, but now that I think about the fact that like half of y'all ain't got jobs, people's out here dying, and guess what I'm gonna do?
I'm gonna put a 24 million.
I could have
24.
fed all I could have fed all y'all's families for a long time.
But you know what? I'd rather
But I'm gonna
much
just put it
have
in my
this
head.
stone in the middle of my head. So y'all can see me and know what it's like to not feel like Lil Uzi Vert. Because y'all
You
never
know what
feel
the
this feeling. You ain't never gonna feel how Lil Uzi Vert feel with the middle of his head having a $24 million diamond in the middle
whew.
of it.
I wonder how many drugs he had to take to get that put
Live
in.
your regular life and be regular people.
Like,
Have regular sex with regular other humans. I'm little Uzi Vert and I'm otherworldly. When he said he was a rock star, wasn't lying. He's a rock star. That's what rock stars do.
you sound like low key like a fan of this.
It's not that I'm a fan. I just can't conceive. Even if I had it, I couldn't do it. So
No,
the
because you're
only way to
because you're
know,
logical.
well, I also clearly don't have 24 million to burn on a
You could put a
diamond
you
in
could
my
put a
hand.
hard you could put a super duper cool 1 carat cubic zirconia right here if you wanted to.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead. No, I can't get no
You got
glue.
that.
I can't get no glue. Can't do that.
Oh shit. If you listen,
Cause what if I glue like a penny to my head and then like my skin come off? Like that's yeah. That
we'll double
I
stick
would
tape it.
my black man card would be pulled for that. That my people would
Next
be
week, I'm
disappointed.
pulling up. I'm pulling up next week with a little rhinestone right here, looking like a Teletubby right there. And don't say I didn't tell
Little
you I was gonna do
Teletubby.
it.
Oh,
Don't say I didn't tell
we
you.
should start the little Uzi Vert challenge. Start throwing stuff up in the middle of our head that
Just
don't
random shit.
belong there. Just you know what?
A donut.
I decided today I'm gonna wear this water bottle on my head all day. Cause
I
y'all
identify
regular
it.
and I don't do regular shit.
Yeah, you can identify as a unicorn then.
I'm otherworldly. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get some tape to put it on my forehead and walk around.
I'm not mad.
Cause I can do it. I'll be 101. What we got next in the
Yikes.
news?
I don't know. What else we got? You got anything else for me?
No, let's move on to this or that.
No, let's do it.
We got this or that. Yeah. This or that. Y'all know what it is this or that. If you don't know what it is, this Britt King is going to give the boy a choice between two things. I am going to choose, and then we are going to have some dialogue. Let it go, Miss Britt King. What do you have?
Would you rather have your friends and family know the details of your finances or the details of your love life?
Oh, my finances easily.
Really?
I'll show you how to get money, but you ain't gonna like what I'm gonna tell you. If you look at my finances, you're gonna find out that it's fairly boring there. I pay my bills, save some money, I invest in my business. It's very, very boring. It isn't, you know,
But the bed is not as boring as the finances?
it's not that. I just don't want you all up in my business in the bedroom. That's my love life. That's a personal issue. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you. You ain't got to know what's going on in here because
Finances are personal too.
yeah, I mean they are. They are personal because most people don't want to be exposed for
Mm-mm. Ooh.
what they may
Ooh.
be getting that, may be preventing them. Like for me, somebody will say, "Oh, I want to learn how to save money." But then you'll look at their purchases and you'll be like, clearly you don't want to learn how to save money.
You're a lie.
I don't want to save it. Somebody asked me, like, I already know where my weakness is. My biggest weakness when I spend money is fast food or going out. That's where I spend the majority of the money I shouldn't spend. When I look short, I look at my bank account and I'm like, oh, why am I
I
not
done
getting?
ate the whole checkup.
Yeah, facts. Okay. Grubhub and look, I was looking the other day. I just started cooking at home more. I was like, I gotta go on here and tell Uber Eats they can cancel the pass, homie. That little $10 y'all take every month for the pass, I need that back. I haven't been ordering food from y'all, so I mean, when you look at my finances, it really is boring. You know, I think good money practices are boring. You know what's living life on the edge is randomly spending $1,500 that you didn't have, and then
That
saying,
part.
I got to figure out how to make rent because we've all been there. I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done it. I've literally had to pay rent, went to the casino in Detroit and just threw $300 on the table, put black on, bet it on black, lose it and be like, damn.
Whew,
What I'm gonna do?
I ain't got it. I never did it.
So but I've had that honest conversation with myself, um, and I still need help. I mean, the truth is I've worked with a money manager before. There's one that I'm looking to work with because there's still things that I gotta learn, that I gotta get better, but it would still be boring. I've made mistakes, so you could see, but I would try to help you learn from the dumb shit. I might don't look if you gonna eat out 5 nights, just cut it to 3, and then cut it to 1. Do it slowly. Don't spend all your money with Taco Bell and McDonald's. That's not healthy for your bank account. I know personally. But what
Listen,
else is there?
or
I
your
mean,
inside shit.
I'm sure people have issues with Amazon too, right? During the pandemic, you just spend it on Amazon. So you can see, I would much rather you had that information because we can learn from that shit.
Listen, Amazon. What we not gonna do? As much as I want to talk about Amazon, when you gonna talk about Amazon in the middle of the pandemic? Amazon was the light.
Amazon was out here stealing.
When you knew that you had a package headed your way, it felt good. And when you
Oh,
tracked
I'm
it and said,
sure.
"Oh, you're only 10 minutes away," whew, this is ravishing.
Sure, food in the pandemic made you feel good too, made you feel alive. If you could taste something, I can still taste. This tastes good. You know what
Not
I'm
I can
saying?
still taste. I ain't lost it yet. I ain't got the Rona. Look
I
at
ain't
God.
got the run on. I can still taste. No, but I would much rather that. What we got next?
Speaking of tasting things, sweet or salty?
Um, I probably got a sweet. I
Really?
definitely. How about both?
Come on, kettle corn, knock it off. I said pick one.
Um, I gotta go sweet. I'm the little Debbie dude. I like the little Debbie donuts and the
Mm-hmm.
little snacks and I think I got buttercup.
Oh, he's a honey bun ass
Yeah,
nigga.
I am. Look, honey bun runs back in college. Oh man,
Honey
them
buns
Reese
do be
cups.
hitting.
When you forget that you bought something and then you realize like, I forgot that in the car. Oh, them mini Reese peanut butter cups bought the hit.
Wow. You felt that on a spiritual level. That's crazy.
I'm about to be living my best life.
I didn't I didn't know you were that passionate about it.
See, that's why I
Wow.
need. Look, that's why I need to stop
Struck a
spending
chord.
money on food in the pandemic. I've been
Wow.
doing well though. I've been doing well. I've been doing well. We've been
Mm.
living our best life, getting it done. What you got next?
Would you rather sign to death row or bad boy?
Damn. Neither one.
You gotta pick.
um,
It's not called neither. It's called this or.
that's a good one. I'm gonna say bad boy because
Think
I can't
about
do
it.
it. I might have to do death row because it's West Coast, man. I would have really liked to hit rock with Pac, honestly. But I'd have liked to rock with Biggie too. Problem with Death Row, I feel like everybody in Death Row situation it just ended bad. Everybody in Death Row.
Most everyone at Bad Boy ended
Except
bad too.
for Snoop and Snoop got out of his deal, but that almost ended bad. Dre got out of his deal, but that almost ended bad.
There's
Uh
very few and far between, but who got out of Bad Boy good? Mm.
Mace, and he ain't even doing music. Did he? Diddy was the
He don't
only one
count.
to get out of Bad Boy good.
He barely made music. He don't count.
Right. Cassie didn't even get out of Bad Boy good.
Ooh, shit.
The band didn't get out, get out of Bad Boy.
Dylan. That is a legendary
Man, you just
name.
really, man, looking at it, even
The
though
Laps.
we know what they meant to the culture.
What was them hoes that was singing? Them white girls? Them groups? There's a
Oh,
couple of them.
Danity Kane. They didn't get
Trash.
off.
They out.
They didn't get off Bad Boy. 112. They didn't get off Bad Boy.
Was Total with Bad Boy at one point?
Shine didn't get off
Yeesh.
Bad Boy Good. Black Rob definitely
Whoa.
did. Whoa. So, but look.
Diddy was taking checks. You hear me?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
"Oh, y'all need to get paid.
Yeah.
Here go a cheesecake at $20.
Yeah.
The rest is mine. Have a good one." Contracts were
Yeah.
legit.
Woo.
So who you picking?
I would probably pick West Coast because of
But low key, you fuck around and be on death row, you might die.
facts. I mean, but the same thing. I mean, big.
You gonna be on Bad Boy broke, but you gonna be on death row dead.
I don't know. I think that's a hard one, but I would probably
He said,
say
"I'll be a
Death
no
Row.
limit soldier."
I would say Death Row because of Snoop and Dre and Tupac. Like, to me, in the early years of Death Row, I bet that shit was a ball. I bet you they was really getting to it. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't to say that Bad Boy didn't. I mean, of course, you had Big, you had Mace, you had 112, you had Faith. Was Mary J signed? I can't remember. Was she signed to Bad Boy?
She wasn't. She might as well have been.
I mean, she was with the crew.
Listen, I'll be a no limit soldier, I guess.
Actually, that would have definitely been where I'd have been. I'd have been down. I'd have been in New Orleans, getting it together.
Chop me, screw me, let's go. We don't
Look,
feel
man,
these
shout
niggas.
out to the South though. I didn't really have an appreciation for it until I moved down here.
Are you still trying to make your mind up?
No, I chose Death Row. I'm
Okay.
trying to see if she was signed to Uptown Records, but I thought he took her with him, but I don't think he did.
I feel like he kind of just like brandished her and was like, "Come on, sis,
She
you with
was
me."
part of the crew.
Yeah.
She was part of the crew.
Who?
All right, what
Okay.
we got next?
I just had a random question.
What's that?
Timbaland and Missy and all them. What was their affiliation? Genuine, Aaliyah.
They were. That was all Virginia.
Yeah,
Who was they signed to though?
that's my question. Was Clips included in that at some point? I feel like they came later, but I feel like they should have just got thrown in there.
Oh, they were signed to Elektra Records
That was a
through
run.
Devontae Swing Mob. Like, they kind of came in through the
Devontae.
Jodeci.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
they was
right.
all in the studio doing the thing as young artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was that's what I think I miss about that era, is that artists were kind of grown in groups or pods. You know,
Yeah.
everything with the internet now is so spread out.
Yeah, when you had your gang, you had your gang.
Yeah. Flip Mode Squad. I definitely went Flip Mode. Come on, Bus, let's get it.
Okay, you and Spliff. That's it.
Me and Spliff would have been getting down. I could have rocked out with the Terror Squad too. Fat Joe. Big Pun.
He said,
Tony
just
Sunshine.
put me in the game. Just
What
put
we
me
got
in.
next?
Chiefs or Buccaneers?
Chiefs.
Mahomes.
Jay-Z said it best, you know, you live long enough for people to hate you. You know, and I've never really liked Brady, but I'm tired of him winning. I think we get tired when somebody wins all the time. As much as we want to see a winner, I think that's the drama. I think that's why people want to see LeBron lose, because he's won, you know? So I'm tired of Tom Brady winning. My team, the Lions, ain't there, so it don't matter. But I really would like to see Mahomes dust him off and then Mahomes have a better legacy than Tom Brady. And I think that that's why Brady is still playing, because he know that Patrick is coming. Patrick may win
I'm
6-7.
I don't care about any of that.
So what I was saying is,
Travis Kelsey. That's what I'm here for.
and that's what I was about to say. Travis Kelsey may have an opportunity to win a couple more, so you should ride with the Chiefs.
You know where my allegiance fly already, so that's that on
Funny
that.
to me. What we got?
A one night stand with a stranger or a one night stand with your platonic best friend?
Best friend.
Really?
Yeah.
But you still got to be friends after that.
Platonically. But maybe, just maybe, you might fall in love. We find out this best
So I'm
friend
saying,
thing
like,
was meant forever.
this shit could get real sticky in more ways than one.
Oh no. 22-year-old me would probably say stranger.
Shit,
Grown ass
32 year old me says stranger.
yeah. But grown ass me say best friend. I've seen enough in life to know. Come on, best friend. Matter of fact, we getting ready to release a track called Friends. I know you didn't even know that, but me and my homie Fine Soul, and that's the very, very premise of the song, is that his best friend out of nowhere kind of came off the skins. And the end of the song really raps with like, what's next? What are we doing? So that's a dope plug. Look, I'm gonna cut this part out and I'm gonna share it on Instagram when we premiere it, because the truth is I think the best friend. Have you ever had a relationship
Yeah,
with?
it sucked.
Did it? The sex was bad.
No, that's
So,
not the sucky
so
part.
what
It was
happened?
like, Kynard, don't flip your hat around and lean back like that.
What happened? I'm here now. Look, I'm Kevin Samuels right now. I'm about to figure out what's going on. Hold on, let me dim my light. Let me dim my light real quick. Hold on. All right, tell me about your situation.
We both can get dim up in here if you want to. Um, we found navigating the space from friendship to relationship difficult.
That's a
On
possibility.
paper, it should have worked out ideally. Like, oh, all of this makes perfect sense. Here, this is it right here. Ain't no more. But I think we knew the intricacies of each other very, very well, and almost wanted to protect each other from each other.
That
If that
sounds
makes
like
sense.
y'all was just scared.
I feel like we treated each other with more care than you would have if it were someone that you didn't know for like 10 years.
Yeah, but I believe. So I'll say this. I ended up smashing one of my best friends. I went on to have a long-term relationship with that individual. It was one of the best relationships I ever had in my life, because they knew me intimately. They knew my background. They knew where I came from. They understood, some of the things that made me who I was. To a certain extent, they even watched me grow. I know initially, we were in a situation. It was almost like uh, where it was so good that sometimes you do destructive shit because it's good, because you don't even expect it to be that good.
That part.
You like, no, I can't be like this. This ain't the way it's supposed to be. Zeus, shout out to Zeus. He said he's smashing a friend because they know your friend's medical issues.
Oh, Jesus.
Dang, Zeus, who you messing with?
Medical
The
issues or like
strangers, like,
or their sexual history?
right?
What are you
Is the
talking about?
sexual
Medical
history?
issues or
That
sexual
they
history?
clean.
Different.
But I would also say, yeah, it could be dangerous because you could lose that person for the
Ever.
rest of your life if it doesn't work.
Gone. That's what happened.
Life is short, man. Life is short. It could be gone anyway. I think to me, always worry about male best friends of the opposite sex, because if you're true best friends, that means as a man, you've let her see a lot of your ugliness and she still fuck with you on a friend level.
Hmm.
I would say that's what you aim for in a relationship. Look, I'm not an abusive person, but I'm fucked up based on my childhood. This is my code as a man. These are the things I'm going to communicate about. And if you can love me through this bullshit, then I can love you through your bullshit. And that's usually what best friends do. So I'm a proponent of, if you gonna do it, smash your best friend and figure out if y'all meant to be. And if y'all not, then it was what it was.
Remember that one time we were talking on the phone and I was like mad triggered?
Yeah.
That was that person.
A word.
Hmm.
So y'all still talk.
No.
So he just randomly called out the blue.
No, I said, remember when we were talking on the phone?
Oh, okay. I got you. Yep.
Yeah, I haven't talked to that man since that day.
Oh, then that's that.
Yeah, it's that on that.
All right, we got another one. I didn't darken out my thing, Kevin Samuel. Trying to be like you when I grow up, homie. Let me give the illusion.
So stupid.
Ladies,
What
if
is
y'all
wrong with
need
you?
advice about y'all lives, your sex life, and who want to date you, come holla at the homie Kynard. I can turn my lights off
Oh,
too. Here, let me
what kind
whirl
of
some
lights
water
off?
around to.
Oh God, what is
All
wrong
right,
with
what we
him?
got next?
Would you rather take care of seniors or take care of babies?
I've taken care of babies, and I would much rather a baby, because I think as you become a senior, as a baby can't tell you nothing. A senior can cuss you out.
Right.
You know, real quick. You know, you'd be like, I'm trying to help you. No, I don't care who you
But
trying to help.
you could also get some game from a senior too. They done lived a lot of life.
No, the senior can give you game, but I just think it might be too unpredictable. I don't know what I'm gonna get with senior today. I know what I'm getting with the baby. Baby gonna keep me up, baby gonna cry, baby gonna be hungry, and the baby gonna have some explosions in the belly. And I just hope that I get to the baby before it get nasty.
A senior could have an explosion in their belly too, and either way, he's still cleaning up shit.
Yeah. So I really do hope to be old geriatric Kynard and live a very, very eternal life. Okay.
Okay.
But I hope that as I get older, that I don't shit in a pamper on myself where somebody else got to help me clean it up. I don't mind shitting in the pamper, and I'll take the pamper off and clean myself. But like, you shit in pamper and somebody got to help you. That's one of the worst feelings in the world for a grown ass man or a grown one. You can't wipe yourself. So because I don't want to because I don't want nobody else to take care of me, I prefer not to take care of the senior. I prefer to take care of the babies.
Okay. I agree. I'd take the baby too.
I'll take the babies in a heartbeat. They got soft skin. You get old, you get wrinkled. It's all nasty. You know what I'm saying? I'm
You're
gonna be
rude.
old one day, old people, but it's fat. We get old and wrinkly, okay? And I don't want to see your old saggy
And
body.
sometimes they be like stinking. Old people be having old smell. And if a baby smell,
Lord
it
Jesus,
usually
please forgive us.
if a baby smell is usually for a reason, and then as the adult you remedy the stink. But old people, they just be stinking. It's true. They be smelling like Vicks and pee and like and
Brittany
like
King, look.
the dusty part of the closet because they done pulled out that one plaid thing that they like to wear and it be smelling. Old people smell funny sometimes.
Look, facts. Well, I would tell you regular age people smell funny.
That's facts. Yo, I remember being young, right? Like I was probably like 8, 9, and my great grandmother was like 87, 88. And whenever my grandma used to take me over there, I'd be like, damn, Nana, we gonna have to go over to grandmama's house. Grandma would smell funny. Like grandma would want to like hug up on you and like kiss your cheeks and shit. And she got like 5 teeth and she smells funny. And I don't want her hugging up on me because she stinks to me. But I couldn't tell my grandma that her mama smelled funny. But in my mind, I was just like, damn, I don't want to go over there because this lady smell like old lady.
Oh man, I am so done
She used
with
to be like,
you.
come in here, give me a hug, baby. I'm like, oh. I used to, you give someone the shoulder hug, like you lean it on the side, like you don't go full. I didn't want to go straight head on because it was different smelling, and I didn't like it. Smell otherworldly in there.
So I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, watching my father get older has really shown me just what the future has in store. They don't treat him with any respect, right? He's easily frustrated. Like he was looking for a knife that he threw in the garbage. He gets
Come on, pop.
frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Um, and when I look at it, what I realize is that when you get old, you just have to not really give a fuck. And there's a reason for not giving a fuck. Because no one really gives a fuck about you. Like when you get
Wow.
old, it's just facts. Unless you have a significant other that you got old with. And that's why I think it's funny now because nobody wants to celebrate relationships now. Everybody want to be thotting right now. There's nobody that wants to be committed right now. When
So
y'all
that ass
start
get
getting
old.
older and y'all end up in y'all kids' houses and y'all ain't got nobody to love on, you gonna figure out don't nobody love your old ass.
You know what's crazy? I'm low key like anti kid, right? We know this.
Right.
I'm not like pro child. I'm just like shit. If I get cursed, I get cursed. Maybe once, whatever. I'll deal with it. Too old to be getting abortions. Anyway, but I thought to myself like, damn, do I need to have a kid? Because I'm gonna get old one day,
Good.
and who gonna take care of my old raggedy ass?
I don't look when my kids look back on these, I hope that they see, even though I got in a behind, I really tried to give them some good quality time and get the good time in with them because I already know when I get older, I'm going to need someone to take care of me. And these very kids that I've raised, hopefully to be very good kids, and contributing positively to the society, that they're going to take care. I ask them right now, you going to take care of daddy? Because I'm going to need it. Okay?
Damn, damn, and
Because
that's
the
on period.
truth is when you get to a certain age, I mean, right now, Quincy Jones could go out into the CVS and be trying to get some help, and somebody would probably push him down and knock him out the way. Look, old man, you in the way. Every time I drive by somebody old, I be mad, and
Pissed.
then I look and I be like, "My bad, Joe. I apologize. You out here doing the best you can."
Yeah, look, sorry, Myrtle.
Right,
It's been a it's
facts.
been a it's been a long day. You just came from physical therapy, didn't you, sis?
Old people are the most discriminated against people in the nation. Ask me how. They was like, fuck it with COVID. We just gonna keep all this shit open. We don't look, even one of the lieutenant governor of Texas said they just gonna have to be willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good.
But look, they getting the vaccine first.
Yeah, they get it, but they look, it's not fast enough. This is one of the slowest rollouts ever in life.
Ain't no money to be made behind it. That's why.
Oh, it's money to be made. The
I
real
mean,
question,
not like that, like that.
no, the problem is they not running this like a Fortune 500 company. They running this like a government. If it was being run like a Fortune 500 company, like the execution, let me tell you something. Let Amazon administer vaccines. I bet you these hoes get out here. Okay, little drone come off and drop it off at your door. Beep, boop.
Not
Get
a
your little
drone.
notification for Amazon. You are now free to go about and walk across the world without your mask on and spread COVID because you got the vaccine now.
You still supposed to wear a mask.
You are, but you gonna feel like you. I can already guarantee. I've been out. I've seen people. People that's gonna have the vaccine. They're gonna be like, I ain't gotta wear a mask.
Look at him. He said, I already been out. Tell him.
Been out. No, look. I've been getting money though. I don't be out for. Engagements where it's like, oh yeah. No, I don't. Just because you saw me in that one video, it's perspective. Know your truth.
All right, look. All right, King. All right, then, King. I'm going to just let that bang.
Sidebar, did you see that the City Girls had a whole concert?
No.
City Girls in Florida had a whole concert. Them people was packed in like sardines. Couldn't be me, but it did look kind of lit. Couldn't be me, but it looked like it might have been fun. That's all I'm saying. Minus the COVID.
Was anybody in there in mask?
Oh, no, I didn't see no mask. I saw people back to back on each other. Oh, cheering. Good. So, look.
JT.
Before we get out of here, I think we're going to start doing the clip of the day. My great friend Brittany told me that what I'm about to show y'all is not funny. And I beg to differ. It's one of the funniest things I probably ever seen in my life.
Hey, bro, they gonna stop playing with me at the beat.
So, we're going to bring up, we call this the clip of the week. All right?
Just know, guys, that I did not sponsor this clip.
You should. You should sponsor this clip. This lady was living her best life. Let's see what she do. Hold on.
Stop playing with me at the bingo hall.
Hold on. No, we got to get the full.
Hey, bro, they gonna stop playing with me at the bingo hall. So, I'm gonna do both of them like this. Somebody gonna help me, doggone it. God. Somebody push me out there rocking chair. Hold on, get myself together. I'm finna whoop somebody's tail.
Lord, I need you to relax.
I'm finna whoop y'all. Y'all think I'm playing with y'all. Somebody finna get a whooping. Somebody been sitting in this chair. I said, don't mess with this doggone chair. Who been messing with this chair? Come here, all y'all line up. If don't nobody know who did it, everybody getting a whooping. Hey, bro, they gonna stop playing with me at the bingo hall.
Look. Oh, them shoulders, she got it.
Like this. I fell.
I will.
Somebody gonna help me, doggone it. God. Somebody push me out there rocking chair. Hold on, get myself together. I'm finna whoop somebody's tail. I'm finna whoop y'all.
Relax.
I'm finna whoop y'all.
Breathe.
She made things. She knew it was over. She had them 2 ways. She had no way to brace herself. So I got questions, though. So
I will say really quickly, the mildly funny part was how her feet just posted up in the air for a minute. Like after she hit the ground, she was like, "Shit." We just damn.
Okay. So look, as an individual who's fallen twice in the last 6 months, okay, I've not once, but I've fallen twice. The feeling when you're on the floor and your feet is up like that, the only just look at the foot. Look at the foot. It's just there. She just had to sit and think about it for a minute. She had to figure it out.
She had to make sure she was okay. She was like, "Am I alive still?"
And look, I ain't gonna lie. Right now, I'm upstairs in my media room, and one night I was walking down the steps, and there's boxes like near the garage, and I stepped on a box, and I slid like with one foot, and that other knee came down. I legit laid on the floor for at least 2 minutes, just asking God, please don't let nothing be broken. Because I can't afford to go. I can't afford to go to the hospital in the middle of a pandemic with a broken foot. Okay.
Listen,
The voiceover was for me. Why does she have a camera set up?
because she wanted to show her friends on Facebook what she was doing. It was part of her
Oh,
program.
sis.
You see them weak ass shoulder lifts she was doing. That one little.
Oh, sis. You can't be serious.
She said my sister and them. They was talking about they was walking laps down to the high school. So I'm gonna show them what I was doing,
I,
lifting weights with my son's shit on the porch.
she don't look like she had no business attempting. But
She was
that's a
fitted. She had her
matter.
little attire on.
She was ready.
Yeah, she
But
knew what she came to do. God damn it.
look, I'm done. All that being said, we appreciate y'all being in the house with us. That's going to be it for the Dope Dialogue podcast this evening. Excuse me. I am the host, Kynard, for my homie, Britt Lee King. We are out.